have great news. All right, so I'm going to finally fill you guys in with what I've been planning for the last 3 or 4 days. A few days ago, I met a guy named Hector. Hector owns a travel agency here in St. George to take people to the island and do excursions, things like that. Well known in the travel agency, in the travel business rather. Well, he happens to be friends with the Minister of Tourism for Nicaragua. And that woman he just talked to on the phone is willing to meet with me tentatively, hopefully this week. And the premise of the meeting is so I can talk her into allowing me to fly a paramotor in Nicaragua and allow other pilots as well to fly in Nicaragua. So we tentatively have the meeting scheduled. He had to grab my passport. They have to do a security check on me to allow me into the capital, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. But so far looking good. I am hoping I can break ground on Nicaragua being able to fly a paramotor for you guys, not just for me but for you pilots as well. So let me know in the comments if you fly, if you would actually come fly in this absolutely beautiful country, the safest in all of Central America, if you would take the time out and fly here, if I got permission for you guys to do so. I hope you say yes. I really hope you say yes, because I really think many, many, many more people need to experience this amazing, amazing country, and hopefully do it from the air on a paramotor. So, good news. Wish me luck. Tell me good luck in the comments. Look, I really would like you guys' comments on my videos. So if you're watching the videos, don't just give a like. Of course, give a like if you liked it. If you don't like it, give a dislike. That's fine. But leave me a comment. Tell me something. Tell me where you want me to go. Tell me if you would fly in Nicaragua. Tell me anything. Just leave me a comment if you would. I would love to have a discussion with you. Let you know what's going on in this beautiful, beautiful country. Ah, what a great place to be. And the office, look at the office today, right? Even in the city, it's beautiful. All right, I got the skinny on the speed limit here, and it's bad news. It's really bad news. Maybe not for you guys, but it's bad news for me. Doesn't matter what's posted. Makes no difference the speed posted on the sign. The maximum speed limit for motorcycles is 50 kilometers an hour, which is roughly 30 miles an hour is the maximum limit you can go, right? So the fastest you're allowed to go on a motorcycle on any road, regardless of what's posted, like right here, this says 80 kilometers an hour is maximum, right? No. The fastest a motorcycle is allowed to go is 50 kilometers an hour, or about 30. So that's absolutely horrible. Horrible, horrible. And I don't know if you could tell, but there is a speed trap right in front of me here. So we'll see what they say. I'm going 41 at the moment, 43. So yeah, I know that the maximum that I'm allowed to go is 50. It's gonna take me forever to get up north at 50. Oh, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. By the way, that's the speed trap, those. I mean, you can see them a mile away because they have cones in the middle of the road. The other thing, their radar guns are the radar guns they use for baseball. Not kidding. So, like, when you want to know the speed of a baseball, you stand behind the catcher there. Yeah, that's the radar guns they're using. They're not using proper radar guns for cars or LiDAR or anything like that. It's gonna be a long day. Well, I haven't gotten stuck doing 50 kilometers an hour the whole way. In fact, much of the way I was able to go the the speed I wanted to, thanks to this nice Toyota white truck in front of me, who I've been following and has been very good about slowing down well before the speed trap. But of course, they're not hidden very well. They're literally putting cones in the middle of the road that you can see forever. So, but I'm excited to get to the capital because that is where I potentially have that meeting. And if I can get you guys to fly in Nicaragua, then I've done my duty for the week. All right, welcome to the capital city of Nicaragua. This is Managua. I'm not sure what there is here to do, but I know what I need to do. I need to find a hotel. I need to find some place to eat some dinner, and I need to get to work on making videos. So I'm gonna park here for a couple days and hopefully get that meeting that I really need to set up for the paramotor. If I can't get that meeting, then there's one other place I want to see in Nicaragua before I head on over to Honduras. But for tonight, food and sleep, that's what's in store for me.
Unfortunately, the governments of the world move at a much slower pace than most of us would like. So, for now, the answer about flying paramotors in Nicaragua is wait. And with that answer, I decided to push north and do something that I've been really looking forward to near the city of León.
Good morning, and today we are going to someplace very special. At least everyone tells me it's quite special, and everyone tells me that if you visit Nicaragua, you have to go to this one place. So, before I get there, I'm gonna eat some food at this little restaurant, get on the bike, head north, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Shouldn't be too long of a drive. And once we get there, we should have a lot of fun.
My horn stopped working, and I used the horn to sync the cameras, but now the horn is not working. Oh wait, there, it just worked. That's bizarre. It wasn't, I swear it hasn't been working for a day, so that was, all right. Well, the horn is working, never mind. Anyway, today's drive, hour and a half. Hopefully I won't run into that storm right there. I've got to kind of go around and towards it. I'm hoping I don't catch the rain, because today I want to go to some place that's pretty special in Nicaragua. I'll show you what it is when I'm there. Everybody talks about it. So they said, look, you got to go do this, you got to go do this. So one of the big things about coming to Nicaragua for me was being able to do this. It's way up north in a city called León, or next to a city called León. So, hour and a half drive until we get there, and then I'll show you what it is. I stopped to get a hotel, and Google Maps told me that this hotel, which was Hotel Casa Limas, I believe, but it's been closed for 18 years. It's a beautiful property, needs a bit of work, but if you want to buy this 34-room hotel, it is for sale. I think he said 1,500,000,000 Cordobas, but I don't think that's right. I think it might be 1,500,000, something like that. But it's a beautiful property, needs a lot of work. I'm not here to sell you on this. I'm just telling you I can't get a hotel because the hotel is closed. So I need to go look for another hotel, and hopefully I'll be able to find one. Well, I've arrived in the town of León, and unfortunately it's too late to do what I want to do today, so I'll have to wait for tomorrow. But I'm happy just walking around the town because this is actually a beautiful little city here. A little bit of tourism here too, and I think it's because of what I want to do as well. I'm pretty sure it is. there are markers up and down the street, little plaques, and then they have murals on the walls of, I guess, who is their military heroes or something. Most of them have born and death dates. This one, for instance, 5 guys. I'll read it to you real quick. Mauricio Diaz Moller, Julio Cesar, Yervis Urbano, Frank Ruby Picado, Benito Hiron Herrera, and Oswald Lanzas. And it looks like they were militants of the FSLN, and they were murdered by the Genocide Guard, whoever the Genocide Guard is, on the 15th of February 1979 in the Church of El Calvario in the city of Leon. I'm not sure who the FSLN is, but the FSLN flags are everywhere in this country. So obviously it has something to do with the military or some sort of something in the past, but I probably see just as many FSLN flags as I do Nicaraguan flags, but the street just goes on for blocks with these, I guess, military heroes from back in the day whenever they must have had a civil war or something. I'll find out for you and let you know.
Good morning. Nice and sunny day here in Leon, Nicaragua. Today's adventure should be pretty good. We got a 40-minute drive, so no need to pack the gear. And we got sunscreen, because we'll also need sunscreen when we get there. All right, so let me take you 40 minutes up the road and show you why I've come to this town.
¿Va a ser Volcán?
Sí,
¿Cerro Negro?
sí,
¿Va a ser Sanborni?
sí. No. Sí, este necesita
Sí.
con Cerro Negro.
Sí.
Pero,
Vos vas en la moto hasta allá.
oye. Vaya, Wi-Fi.
Vos vas en tu moto hasta allá, pero sí va a ser Sanborni. Va a ser Sanborni.
¿Cuántos minutos?
Son 16 kilómetros lo que hay aquí. Puede andar en unos 20, 25 minutos más o menos.
Ok.
Mira, si vas a hacer Sanborni, nosotros aquí tenemos el equipo para hacer Sanborni. Yo te alquilo el equipo para hacer Sanborni. Yo voy en mi moto, llevo el equipo y los vamos.
¿En tu moto?
Sí, yo llevo el equipo y los vamos. Allá el equipo vale $10 el alquiler.
¿Cuántos dólares?
$10 vale el equipo.
$10.
Sí, el equipo.
¿Tú tienes
Sí, allá están. Está
todo?
Todo. Allá tengo los trajes.
Perfecto.
Y
¿Mi paquero acá?
sí.
Perfecto.
Ahora le voy a explicar.
Well, here we are at Cerro Negro, the Black Hill, which is this. In most parts, they would call this a mountain because it's huge. It's about a 45-minute hike up to the launch area, so I'm gonna head up there with my guide, Nelson, who took me up here on his broken motorcycle. But I got here. So let me get the shoes on and make the hike.
The hike to the top is deceptively hard. From the onset, the jagged volcanic stones tear at the soles of your shoes, then give way and provide no traction. Like walking on marbles, they make each step frustrating as the heel of your foot slides backwards in a gate of wasted energy. The scenery is something out of hell, a lair of some beast from long ago, devoid of any moisture or life. But this is only the beginning. The higher you go, the more fierce the wind, pushing you and taunting you to fall off the trail, whispering in your ear that this is not a place for man. And then you reach the rim. Below you lies a caldera that vomited its heart long ago. Entrails spread along the plains below, a stark contrast to the greens of the land. It's here that your legs get weak and your lungs scream for reprieve. The trail becomes steep, long, and the sound of the wind is so strong you can't hear yourself think. Now I know why the government requires you to have a guide to come here. Albeit, up here, I doubt the guide can do you any help.
Well, I've made it to the top. It is a long hike up here and very windy up at the top. You can see how high we are.
Well, here goes nothing.
Your reward for conquering this behemoth looks something like this. 30 seconds of questioning your life choices as you're pelted with stones in the face, and your veins fill with adrenaline.
Wow, that was quick. Impossible to steer, and that was quick.
Well, that was a blast. It was way faster than you would think it's going to be. And I don't know if the camera could pick up how fast, but let me show you the route I went down. The route I went down was here, which is basically straight down. There's another route that's a little curvy, but not as fast. So I did the quick one here. Now there's a guy who took a bicycle down this, and I will leave the video in the description below. Don't watch the video if you're queasy. I don't know what he was thinking by taking a bicycle down this, because it is freaking steep. He survived, but barely. If you're queasy, again, don't watch the video, but for those of you who have a strong stomach, I'll put the link in the description. But for me, it's time to get back on the motorcycle and head back to Leon. I saw this. It's a DR650. Obviously a guy who travels, and yes, he has a... I forgot your name though. Mac, this is Mac. I'm from Canada. Not from Canada. Mac's channel is GoFarADV, all one word. GoFarADV. Check out his channel. He's spent over a year in Mexico, right? Yeah. So he's traveling south, I'm traveling north. Basically, we just said hi to each other, and if you get a chance, check out his channel.